Just a little update about today. I'm not able to get that many chapters read today. Not like I'm reading a chapter a day. These are friggin' long chapters. But I am like halfway through the book. And this doesn't even touch the surface of um, the information this guy's sharing. The other book I will be reading is called Hollow Dynamics. This one is The Dance of Life. And after that, I'm going to go through his course books that he uses to teach. And they are somewhat self directed. So just reading it and having, conversations with each other, uh, you can be equivalent to getting a certificate in this and then start doing tracking for other people, which is what is keeping me busy today. A lot of people are really, really offended that I spend my days on YouTube while I'm on a welfare system. And that part really perplexes me because they don't really see that I'm working every day. I get up every day and focus on what type of career I want to start. It started off with me improving on my own communication skills and learning a way of how to communicate this new information that goes against what everybody would believe to be true. Because as it turns out, everything we knew to be true is completely false. May make me appear arrogant because I see a lot of things wrong that other people don't see that are wrong yet. One of them is motivational speakers. I went to them a lot. So, I've seen Deepak Chopra. I was feet away from him. I've seen Tony Robbins, all of which just were granted into my life. I never paid for any of them. They just showed up because I was really interested in them. There's a lot of things that just show up in my life, and there's a magic to that. Just like there was abusive situations that I needed to understand, which now I do have that understanding. And right now I'm working at trying to solve some family issues, and YouTube channel has played a massive role in that. And that is some of the things that I'm teaching you, is that when you're listening to yourself, and you understand this tool and how to use it, then you'll know exactly what you should be doing next to unfold whatever dream it is you're working on. So one of my dreams, because my kids are top priority in my life, not that I'm a mother that wants to, dominate them and be in their lives 24/7, and, they are adults and they are getting on with their own lives, but family is important, and a lot of families are falling apart, especially during divorces. So there's got to be a lot of healing going on. And part of the challenge is nobody wants to communicate. I want to communicate, and nobody wants to listen. So in order for me to get what I want, which is communication, because that's the only way you're ever going to solve a problem, and I happen to believe that all my kids want to get along as well. We just don't know how to. But the only way we're going to get there is through communication. So, what does my inner voice say? It says, oh, go on YouTube and communicate. And yes, it might have offended some of my family members, but the deal is that I'm telling my story, and when we all want a better story to be told, then I'll be telling a better story. It just makes logic sense to me. So it has attracted a TV show that has offered the opportunity to heal our family. So that has been approved by family members, and I've been busy with that along with a few other things today. So I wasn't able to get at reading some of these chapters. It's not a for sure thing yet. Tomorrow we'll be auditioning, and so I'll be busy doing that as well. So it's not a done deal yet, but it has opened up. At least everybody wants to communicate this problem out because there's signs that everybody is willing. So that is a big major step that was attracted into my life, and it only could be attracted into my life because I've been following these tools. Um, I've explained a little bit of my history, if anybody wants to even bother to look. Like, there is a reason why I do this channel. It ain't venting like some people want to see it. It is offering a tool that can help solve problems. I've gone through hell. For me to even put two words together to be able to even do one video is a miracle to me. And to do as many as I have and have something to talk about on a regular basis, for me, that is a massive step because I definitely had fallen completely apart and lost my ability to know how to survive in a world that's completely corrupt. I mean, when you know that there is no justice system, when you know your employers don't follow any rules and they basically can't allow you to do a good job. Sometimes just working at a place where you know they're doing a bad job and profiting off of it causes me a little bit of an issue, which is the corporate world. And you know, profit at all costs. We all have cost-effective rules. We all have to do everything so it's financially effective, cost effective, which means let's ignore all of the problems. And when I broke down, literally, physically, mentally, I appeared like a completely different story a few years ago. This tool has definitely benefited me, that I really encourage everybody to get these books and keep it in your house and share it with your friends. I would really, really love this Dr. Wolf to be the one reading his own books or doing whatever he has to, but a lot of us can't afford to buy the book. So that's why I'm reading them, is because it's so relevant. It's so important that those that have no money now should have access to this information free. And our economic world will not understand that, but these people that are making all of the money don't realize they have a problem for them to even want to learn new information on how to solve problems because they think that they're the winners. They have all of the money. They will never go out and seek this information. The only ones that are going to get it are the people at the bottom suffering from the problems. So if you're the victim of something, your role you're playing in this dance is to be the solution to all of the problems that we're having. You know it's wrong, which means you know it's right. You just don't know how to jump into what is right. And it starts off with, you've got to, first of all, you got to have a vision of what it is you want. If you don't even know where you want to go, how are you ever going to get there? So that's what I usually look at, is what's the end result. Then you can't pray and plead, oh God, please just give this to me, I will do this or that. That doesn't work. God works in a way, if you want to believe in God or science, either way, it does the same thing. You got to be thankful that it's already happened. God provides for those who ask. So all you have to do is ask and act as if you're already getting it, not as if you still need it desperately, because if you're a person that needs something desperately all the time, today you'll experience you're a person that's desperate to need that, and then tomorrow you'll wake up and you'll be a person that's desperate to need it, and you'll just be reliving that experience. But if you're grateful for having it, one day it just shows up and you're just grateful. You know how to feel grateful for it when it does show up because you've been busy feeling grateful for it, for showing up. It's almost as if, if I said, I'm getting this brand new car. It's, doesn't run on gas. It's completely new technology car that I'm getting. The more I talk and talk about this car that's going to be just given away to me for me to drive, I don't have any expenses of gas, I have the freedom to travel everywhere I want. The more I keep talking and talking and talking about that, then somebody's going to hear me. Somebody who knows how to make one of those types of cars, will just show up and say, well, here. And that's how it generally works, is when you're really, really excited about getting something, somebody overhears you, somebody that's relevant, somebody that wants somebody to let other people know it's out there. That's how I ended up getting this house years back. I'm renting now. It's not the same situation because I'm not asking for it. But back then, I was asking for a house. And so as soon as I had the picture, seen what it was I wanted, for 2 weeks, that's all I did was tell everybody, I'm getting this house. I'm so excited. I'm moving in. I'm starting to pack. I just can't wait to move into this house. Trust me, people thought I was an idiot, especially because they knew I didn't have any money for it. But somebody overheard me. Somebody with a house they just wanted to dump and said, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation, but I have a house I want to get rid of. And they made all the financial problems just go away. And within 2 weeks of me announcing this is what's going to happen, poof, it showed up. So a lot of it is frame of mind of what it is you want. And as we're all losing our stuff, all losing our houses and our work or whatever, when I totally crashed and burned and did not have one dime, and I was homeless with my teenage daughter at the time, I was staying at my oldest son's house, which he rigged up half his room, put up some boards, and that's where me and my daughter slept in. Like, it was no bigger than a closet. And it was my son, and he had a bunch of his friends living there. Like, it just was not a house for a mother to raise a teenage daughter in. I needed work, I needed an income, I needed a place of my own. But that's what our justice system has. As soon as a judge makes a ruling, they make you homeless, basically, is what they did to me. So and just totally fallen apart. Nobody'd hire me. There's no chance in hell I'd ever be able to get a job in that condition. And so the only thing I did is I took my water bottles, put myself in my room, and did not stay there for a full week. I just meditated on that water. I just felt every freaking intention. People might have thought I was depressed or, because I didn't even come out and eat. I just meditated on this water and felt every friggin' intention. And then after a week, I just came out of my room, and within a few days, there was $4,000 that landed in my pocket. And that helped me move and get set up. By the time I ended up making all of those arrangements, I was down to nothing again, and that's when I ended up getting on a welfare system because they could see. So it was, I was completely broken down, and nobody would hire me, and I couldn't get a job anywhere. And then the universe said, you need some time off. You put a lot of time in, and here is our way of you healing. And I ended up getting approval for being on a disability. Now, I didn't take advantage of that. I had to take responsibility for my healing. If somebody's going to give me that time, that opportunity that I attracted into my life, I took it seriously. I had to calm down. So that meant a workaholic had to learn how to do nothing. And that is a bitch of a problem. I mean, that's where a lot of addictions take place. That's, to be happy with your life and do absolutely nothing. Because frankly, this money doesn't mean you can buy everything. It means you have no car, you have no clothes, like you have very little to survive on. But I was living in a beautiful area, it's Canada's desert. There was a lake and mountains and wildlife. I was able to ride horses free during the summer, fruit trees. It was the most beautiful place. The apartment that I ended up getting had a pool, so I tried swimming, tried to relax as much as possible. And then my arms started to heal. And my personality starts coming back. And, now you see somebody that doesn't look all that mentally ill. Although what I talk about to those people who don't understand this science, those people that are believing in a medical system and pills will cure all, they'll think that I'm completely nuts. So there's the challenge in learning how to communicate. But be inside what you want and look out into the universe and just be grateful that it's already coming, because it's there. You just have to see it. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to read some more. Thanks for listening. Peace out.